The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Porter is out there with Wood. Then it's Epsom, and it's Wall, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, Rome in the paint. And for Sacramento, Fox at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Parker out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. Well, fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I play in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Tries to save it, and the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Fox, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. I was able to talk with the Rockets head coach. We talked about the snowball effect that De'Aaron Fox can have on this team. Coach told me when he gets a few easy ones, everyone else follows suit. We need to get back in transition and take away layup chances from him. And that won't be easy, given the elite speed that Fox possesses. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
They grabbed their own miss, and that one's good. Parker.
Reminds me of Carmelo Anthony, Jabari Parker, a quick second jumper and keeps it alive on the glass.
Wall passes to Wood. Olynyk dishes the Wall. Fox against Wood. 6 to shoot. Outside, Wall. No good on the 3.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Barnes against Wall. For Houston, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Porter, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fox passes to Bagley.
Some fouls out there can be smart. That's one. Bagley too good inside, so hold him down.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Marvin Bagley, the 2nd overall pick in the 2018 draft. It's another step forward for him this year.
And so Bagley nails them both.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Olynyk the pass to Porter. Wood in the post. Covered by Parker. Wood can't hit.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Field can't hit. from deep. Wall. Rebound by Parker. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the King. The kick out to Fox. Sacramento again missing. The Rockets trail.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Free throw good. Wood. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Sacramento's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Again, the miss by the Kings. Rockets on offense. They trail by 1. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Wall against Fox. Softly drops in the floater.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Wall. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. So it's the Rockets now. The Kings getting the bucket. Wall's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Lots of room. Again, the miss by Wall.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
He misses the free throw.
And Parker continues to work, always wanting to get better. Always thought of as a high motor player.
And he sinks the second. Rockets trail by 4. Right side Wall. The offensive rebound. Good. And finished off by Wood.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Parker's shot is off. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's the floater. Good work there as it goes. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside, Fox. Healed outside. Shot clock at 5. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Porter against Bagley. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Healed. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wood, the second chance points on the tip in. Wood's got 5 points so far.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Sacramento making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Parker, and Halliburton subbed in for Buddy Hield. Daniel House is checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Dante Exum. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Houston. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
And Whiteside sends it back.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
Now, here's Fox. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Chalk up 2 there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Rockets trail to the middle, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one drops. Some changes for Sacramento. Wright comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fox. And then for Houston, David Nwaba is checked in for Wood. And it's Ben McLemore in for Porter. And so House nails both of them. Here's Halliburton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Pretty easy for Marvin to get up like that.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wall passes to McLemore. Back to Wall. Over Halliburton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Outside, Wall. From the high post, he drills it.
And passing lanes just get wider for Wall when he's knocking down jumpers. That's an important shot for him.
Halliburton passes to Bagley. Pass to Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks the triple.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Rockets trail by 5. Now here's Wall. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. The shot's good. Wall's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Sacramento's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Halliburton passes to Bagley. It's not going to go for him. The Rockets go the other way with it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Shot's good by McLemore.
Incredible assist there from Gordon. Just an awesome job getting his teammates involved in that play.
And here is Wright. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Davis with it. Now defended by McLemore. It's stolen by McLemore. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Halliburton passes to Wright. Now Whiteside. Back to Wright. Just 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. The putback, and Bagley able to finish. Bagley's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Wall kicks to House. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. House has got 5.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now here's Davis. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Right outside. He feeds it to Whiteside. Over House. Whiteside, no good.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
From deep, Wall, and another 3 for Houston.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
The Kings trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here is Halliburton. Tight defense on him. Right outside. Bagley trying to free himself up. And Whiteside stays right with it.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from. And Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
Now here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. And Wall with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Kings shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Here's Halliburton. Here's Whiteside. Rebound by House.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And that one, good. Bagley's got 14.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And time again, Wall puts himself in a position to attack. Just a great job of creating offense for himself or his teammates.
To the inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. For the finish. And Wall slams it home.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. John Wall getting it done for Houston. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action after this word. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And so here is Houston. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Kings, they've got Wright. Terrence Davis is out there with Halliburton. And there's Rashawn Holmes, and it's Kaminsky in at the power forward position. Now here's McLemore. Here's House, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Wall. Another miss by Houston. Pass to Halliburton. Off target from outside. Rockets leading by 6. Ahead. And Wall with the slam.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now, here's Halliburton. It's blocked, and he gets it back. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Parker's checked in for Wright. Buddy Hield comes in for Davis. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Halliburton. Now here's Green. No points in the game yet for him. Exum passes to Olynyk. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Green, and he hammers that one down right in the face of De'Aaron Fox.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Brooklyn Nets.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Here's Wood. Here's Porter. Good D by Hield. The Kings trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And finished off by Exum.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie. Greg, unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Got a hand on it, but he recovers it. Here's Porter, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. First one falls for him. Barnes is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. A 12-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And a wide open look for Porter. And the 3 off target.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. I mean, he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career, and De'Aaron Fox is learning how to be a better leader. So the answer, does he need to get stronger? He is.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Fox had quite a year in Kentucky before he decided to turn pro and became the 5th pick in 2017 in the NBA draft.
Fox hits them both. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Now here's Exum, covered by Barnes, hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off, made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A moment here to see the numbers for De'Aaron Fox. He's right around 17 points a night, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
The free throw drops for Kaminsky.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
He's perfect from the line this time. Houston leading by 10. Now Exum, 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Olynyk trying to break loose. Wood with the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Hield. 23 points his last outing. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Maybe the length helping out Harrison Barnes that time to collect.
Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Green up on top, covered by Hield. The Kings trail by 10. That's a 2 from Barnes. Parker, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Exum. Makes it off the glass. Exum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
There's the pass to Hield. Over Green. And that one hits back iron.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Exum finds Green. It's Wood, top of the key. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Down by 12. Barnes outside. Passes it to Parker. Over Porter. It's rebounded by Houston. Exum's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Porter. Outside, Green. And it's off from three-point range. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Parker's shot is off.
His poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The awareness of Fox starting to come through here. You sag off him for a little bit, sticks to jumper.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. Hey, Brent, were you for or against the idea of the fake fans, the virtual fans we saw in the stands during the bubble?
Well, I guess fake fans would be the cutout ones, but there were real people sitting behind real computer cameras that were there. I did the experience myself, Kevin, and I thought it was a great way for the NBA to try to keep their fans engaged, to use technology to let the players know that people still cared about what was going on and that it wasn't just competition for competition's sake. We had, basically an eagle eye view inside the bubble. I thought it went well.
Whiteside's checked in for Sacramento. Marvin Bagley comes in for Parker. Houston also making some changes. David Mwaba comes in for Christian Wood. And Gordon subbed in for Green. Exum dishes to Gordon. Overhealed. The Rockets again can't hit. The Kings trail by 12. And it's the Rockets on the break. And stolen by Whiteside. Fox looking it over. Pass to Hield. Back to Fox. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Now Fox surveying that time and hard to cover when he's got options.
The Kings have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots. Last on the first.
Free throw good, Fox.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Halliburton's checked in for the Kings. The Rockets also changing it up. McLemore has come in for Porter. And John Wall subbed in for Exum. Fox hits them both. Rockets leading by 10. All with it. Last came out, we saw him pour in 42. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. McLemore with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. The 9-foot shot. McLemore, no good. Sacramento's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Offensive rebound. Right side, no good. The Rockets shooting 43% from the field. Stops, pops, and there's McLemore on the assist from Wall. McLemore's got his second bucket of the night.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Trying to get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Wall passes to McLemore. And the three ball is good. McLemore's got 8.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And the defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
Now, here's Fox. 10 points for him.
So slick with the ball. Fox getting in there and busting out a few moves.
Houston leading by 13. Outside, Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Wall against Fox. Pass to Whiteside. Shoots over Olynyk. Whiteside, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
For Houston, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the Kings. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Barnes. Davis is subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And a switch here also for Houston. Daniel House is checked in for Olynyk. And McLemore drops them both.
And if they stay this hot from the line, there's a good chance they'll hang on to that lead. They're at about 90% for the game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Poked loose, and it's the Kings with the ball. And here's Halliburton. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. That's short off the rim. Houston leading by 17. Outside Gordon. No good on the shot. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Here's Halliburton. Waba with the rebound.
I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Now here's Halliburton after Eric Gordon's miss. Here's Wall. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Now, here is Halliburton. The pass to Whiteside. He kicks to right, fires from deep. That's not going to do it either. He's 0 for 5. Here's Wall. That one doesn't drop. Davis with some nice D. And the Kings pushing it up now. Up again. And Bagley able to finish.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And Wall. Here we go now. Good on the shot.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And the Kings making a change here. Holmes checked in. And that one falls for John Wall.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
Here's Halliburton. Offensive rebound. Here's Wright. And so it's the Houston Rockets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Houston holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, we're watching the John Wall show. He's playing with reckless abandon, like the defense isn't even there. His competitive attitude is frying up his whole team.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They didn't show enough toughness in the paint on D. When you're getting dominated in the post, it sets a bad tone. You always want to win that physical battle in the area. Otherwise, you wind up with a score like this. I don't believe I'm watching this.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we into the second half of our broadcast. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through two quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so in the game for the Rockets. All out there with Exum. Then it's Christian Wood. Then it's Porter. And it's Olynyk in at the center, locking down the middle.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the point from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Here's Fox. He can't get it to go. I see from Wall. Rockets leading by 22. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for John Wall. Putting up 26 points per, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Two shots.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Here's Fox. Healed outside. Back to Fox. Barnes up top. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Houston.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
For Sacramento, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
And here's Wall, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Here's Exum. Another miss by Houston.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Buddy right there trying to score and forcing the issue a bit.
Well, Buddy Hield, a consummate gym rat. Growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
First free throw is good. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think his teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability. He can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. He can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end. Now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Passes it to Bagley. Fox kicks to Barnes. On the wing, Hield. He's got 5. Off target from the baseline. Houston leading by 16. Pass to Wall. Lets a floater go.
And Bagley's defense airtight that time. Nice concentration on D.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And that one falls for John Wall. Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Both shots good from the stripe. The Kings trail by 18. Wild pass to Bagley. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Wood can't hit. And for Sacramento, they're shooting the ball poorly. Just 28%. And finished off by Bagley.
Bagley committed to do something on that possession, offensively playing aggressive.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Free throws off from Bagley. Rockets leading by 16. Here's Porter. Rebound by the Kings. Hield's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Fox. And another 3 for Sacramento.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fox against Wall. The basket is good. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Hield outside. Over Green. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 9 rebounds now tonight. He dishes it to Wall. Throws it up high and finished off by Wood.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Parker's shot is off. Rockets leading by 17. Here's Wall. The rebound by Heel. Heel's got his 6th rebound on the night. They double him with Green. Outside, Fox. Heel from outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Heel's got 8.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Wall. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's on Jabari Parker.
And he's got one heck of a burst on his way to the bucket. Wall is at his best when he's driving the lane, going from 0 to 60 in an instant.
One shot. One shot.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Healed outside. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
The Kings making a switch here. Halliburton's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Daniel House is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Rockets leading by 17. Now here's Wall. He has 29. Here's Green. The rebound by Halliburton. Sacramento's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Healed with the bucket.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wall taking his time here. Over Fox. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Green. And some changes here for the Kings. Whiteside's checked in for Bagley. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Jabari Parker. Davis is subbed in for Fox. Then McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. Both free throws good from Green. The Kings trail by 16. And here's Halliburton. Healed outside. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now, here's Green. 6 points for him. Down low. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Wood's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Halliburton passes to Holmes. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now, here's Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Healed from outside. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. The Kings trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Wall. Now Whiteside. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Pass to Heald. Whiteside kicks to Davis. Heald from outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Heald's got 16 here in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And he gets it to go.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Right, he's checked in for Sacramento. Houston also making some changes. David Nwaba is checked in for Christian Wood. Gordon comes in for Green. And it's Dante Exum in for John Wall. Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 6. Heald finds Whiteside. Now, here's Halliburton. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by Houston. Exum's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gordon dishes to House. Back to Gordon. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Heald. Sacramento again missing. Rockets leading by 14.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest, that helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Gordon with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The shot by House is no good. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working.
That's just pure strength and size from Whiteside. Just a Hulk out there. It remains a matchup problem for basically any roster to try to match up physically.
Now, here's Exum. He has 6. Knocks it loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Rockets 4th.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
1:06 left in the third. Gordon with it. Out guarded by Hield. To the left wing. And McLemore kicks to Gordon. Over Halliburton. Misses off the left iron. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 14.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass. Perfect time.
Here's Holmes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Holmes. And some changes here for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for DeLon Wright. And a switch here also for Houston. Olynyk checked in. Both free throws good from Holmes. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Exum. Guarded by Fox. Here's McLemore. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And now, the fast break. Fox with the ball. A 3 from Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Gordon with it. 1 second left, and the last second attempt doesn't fall.
Good defense right there. Barnes taking pride in shutting down that possession.
And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Kings trail by 9. Rashawn Holmes out there with Whiteside. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Fox in at point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now, here's Holmes. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Olynyk's got 11 rebounds in the game. Kicks it to Gordon. The pass to Exum. Back to Gordon. That shot, no good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been positive for them.
And the dunk by McLemore.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Holmes. Up top, Fox. Exum pulls it in. Exum's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Shots good by McLemore.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for Sacramento. Jabari Parker comes in for Rashad Holmes. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient from the offense. Make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Using every bit of muscle he's got on that one. What can I say? Harrison Barnes likes to get in and attack.
Here's Gordon. Tries again. That shot misses. Good deep by Barnes. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. Bagley, no good. Rockets leading by 11. Gordon against Barnes. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Well, Eric Gordon is always a threat as a two-guard to score. However, the defense gets a little too physical with him there, which is why he gets to the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Gordon. On the heel, he's checked in for Halliburton. Christian Woods checked in for the Rockets. Good on both. Here's Fox. Healed outside. Back to Fox. Offensive rebound. And no good. Rockets leading by 13. Gordon the pass to Wood. Bagley with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You take a look at Porter, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
The first one falls. John Walls checked in for Eric Gordon. Exum hits them both. Here's Fox. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Parker with the bounce pass. Here's Bagley. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
The Kings trail by 15. Inside, here's Fox. Goes up again, and it's laid in by Bagley. Bagley's got 20 points.
Now, this is the level of activity that you want from Marvin Bagley. Relentless tonight on the offensive glass.
Here's Wood, and Parker with the block. And he's able to get it back. Another shot. Shot clock at 6. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Off target from three-point range.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
And Olynyk kicks to Wood. Now here's Exum, covered by Parker. Pass to Wood. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Wood. Both good from the line that time. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Looking to get back on track here. Wall with a block.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Now, here's Fox for three. They get it back. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
I feel like he's got a big boost of energy as the production on the offensive end from Bagley has been phenomenal.
Rockets leading by 15. Here's Wall. Parker with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. They get the rebound.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Bagley with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. Outside Porter. Great touch on the 16-footer. And the Rockets lead by 17.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now here's Barnes. The wide open look here for Fox. A three-pointer off the mark.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. And Porter drops them both. Now here's Hield. Barnes outside. Parker looking around. Back to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Like to see Bagley establish some confidence and play aggressive here. Terrific at making some of the defenders get physical with him.
And he makes the first. And so Bagley nails them both. Rockets leading by 17. Right side Wall. And here's Wood outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Hield's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bagley. Over Wall. Bagley, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Good chance here for Porter. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Porter's got 9 points now in the quarter. Wall against Fox.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
The Kings trail by 21. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Barnes against Porter. Barnes kicks to Hield. Just 5 to shoot.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Now here's Wall. High post try. They get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
Hey, Brent, last postseason, we saw some teams have heated exchanges internally after tough losses. Does that happen very often?
If there's something, Kevin, that you feel you're capable of doing, and there's a lot at stake with regards to that in terms of not your reputation, but in terms of the type of respect that your team should be getting, yes, this happens a lot. It happens in the playoffs, and it's a bit more aggressive, but great teams find ways to work through those problems and become their best selves.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
Olynyk against Fox. Parker, good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Just getting more and more court awareness and where guys are at all times is De'Aaron Fox.
Hield against Wall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Something that we all dealt with after the suspension of play last year, missing basketball. Brent, any thoughts on having the sport you love halted midseason?
Well, I've thought about that for over a decade, Kevin, having had to stop playing basketball altogether. But certainly all of these guys and women who did not get a chance to continue their seasons last year had time to understand just how important the game is to them and also the way they can impact the change that they want to see come with their platform.
Fox against Wall.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. He shoots again. It's good. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now the pass to Hield. Back to Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
Outside Wall. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Bagley, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The Kings making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. And he knocks down the first one. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Houston making a switch here. No good on the second free throw. The Kings shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Outside Robinson. Right outside. Whoa, with a block. A slam dunk by Wall.
And he can just fly. We know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
Now here is Robinson. Right outside. Over Wall. That one wide left.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Passes it to Robinson. Pass to Holmes. Over Gibson. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for John Wall.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wall, no luck. Here's Sacramento. Here's Harkless. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he can't get the first one. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here's Augustine. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.